Hey everybody, and welcome to Hex Token channel, second live stream of the day. Woo! Rock on, man. Rock on. Well, we had to come on, didn't we? We had to do it. Pulsechain Testnet V4 Capella Shanghai support is going to be held on Epoch 4200 on the 28th of April 2023 at 4:46 p.m. approximately UTC time. So there we are, folks. That is the live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Just kidding. All right, let's get into it. That is the title of the video. It's a pretty technical title, but hey, we thought we'd get on there and do it. I hope you're happy with that. So let's pull up the chain at the moment. That is the Pulsechain Testnet V4 ticking away. So we're going to talk more about that in a second and have a look at what was upgraded. So hope you guys enjoy it. We've got Brennan in the house there. Woohoo! Second stream. What a treat. Well, Brennan was actually the inspiration for the stream. I felt the pressure was on, so we had to get it up there, Brennan, and well done. I think this is the second time you've managed to get me live streaming again. So nice play, well played. Dave Down Under's in the house as well. One giant leap forward, 100%. This is kind of the final step, isn't it, before the mainnet? So everything is rolling out very nicely. Very, very cool. We're going to talk about that. So we're not just talking about the upgrade, which is very like the support upgrade for the validators, but we're also going to be talking about the but we're going to talk about some of the testing that's going on and Pulsechain Dev Bretep. So we're going to talk about some of that as well. So it's kind of two topics we're going to be talking about today. Hope you guys enjoy it in the second live stream. We've got Anita in the house. Hi, Anita. Good to see you. And of course, wonderful. We've got Genuine in as well. Let's go, 100%. And I just want to make a mention to all the ladies in the crypto. Man, it's normally crypto used to be dominated by males. So good to see, you know, such a much better representation for females in the house. And of course, no better stated than on the Hex Cruise. If you saw the Hex Cruise, wonderfully, was it almost 50-50 split or something? Very, very cool. So we're heading in the right space. We're leading in many directions, so pretty cool. We got Andrew in the house as well. G'day. Good to see you, Andrew. Good to see you. Hex Token channel member as well. Who else have we got in the house here? Let me just check through some of that. We got and we're live, yeah, and we're live. I don't know why I say it like that, but then we're live. Man, good old Marianne there. Stizzy Jones in the house there with the play button like that, and of course Brennan as well. Good to see Brennan. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Yeah, and of course Wookie as well. Oh yes, we are going to talk about that as well. So three topics. We've got three topics to talk about. You are right. A Cozy to the Moon. We're going to talk about that too. Wookie is right. So. That's bullish news as well for not for Acosa, but increasingly for Pulsechain. And we're going to talk about that. It's coming up there with Alex McFurter. That is the third topic. We're going to be talking about that. This is bullish news. Yeah, we've got multiple bullish news now that we're thinking about it. So cool. All since our first live stream as well. Crazy, man. Crazy. We got the Pulse Demic in house there. Afternoon, mate. Hex at a 5.5. You got me some more. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Hey, look, I'm looking to pick up some more too. So I'm not unhappy about the price range at the moment. Obviously, we want it to stay over 5.5 because we've got our support at 5.4, right? Got our support at 5.4. Uncle Will says couldn't sleep, so I thought hanging out with you all seemed like a good alternative. I think that's not too bad, Uncle Will. I think it's not too bad of an alternative for sure. I like strategic plays, says Brennan. Yeah, well played there, Brennan. I'm finding that you're full. You've got you're full. What do they call it? Full of I can't remember what I was trying to say now. It is late now, so I'm getting even later than it was. So in the morning, I need my coffee. And then at nighttime, it's sort of like, oh, yeah. What else have we got? Crypto Compassion, good to see you as well. Crypto Goddesses in the house, 100%. Anita, 100%. And Brennan says, we have a great community of females in the space and very smart. Yeah, and just I was really impressed to see that Hex Cruise. It's great to see. Humberto says, cheers from sunny Miami. Hey, Humberto, always a pleasure. And that's where the Hex Cruise left from, was good old Miami there too. All right, let's get into it, folks. So here we are on Pulsechain Testnet V4, just to make sure that was right. I think I might have made a mistake this morning on the live stream. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to go back and check it. But I think that I may have pulled up the beacon chain for V3 accidentally, because I got that saved as one of my favorites right next to V4. So I've deleted V3 off there just in case I did that. I have a feeling I did that this morning. I just have a feeling about it. But in any case, I could be wrong. But in any case, here we are on V4. And you can see V4 clearly lined here. But this is not the one that I pulled up. I don't believe it was the other one, the beacon chain. But we're ticking away pretty nicely here. So we're going to jump over to the news here. So we're going to jump into the news. Where is it? Where's the news? All right, so we're going to go here. So this is the Beacon Explorer. We can see that currently we're on Epoch 37. Let me just refresh this browser, make sure that's all looking good. Epoch 3782, it says here. Yeah, 3782. That's what the epoch that we're on. I remember every epoch has 32 slots in it, and they typically will have a block in them. So you can see that all these slots here under this epoch 3782 are ticking away with different slots in here. And of course, there's blocks associated to them as well. We've got the validators on the right-hand side who are validating that block, plus 127 others that are testing that block to confirm that's all good. That's kind of the committee, as they say. So that's ticking live. So remember that 3782, that is the block. Now, obviously, as per the title of the video, we've got a target epoch. So remember, we've got 32 slots per epoch, and they're 10 seconds each. So they're about 5 minutes and 33 seconds per epoch. So that's every epoch is going to be another 5 minutes and 30 seconds there. What the heck happened there? Something happened. Anyway, so what the heck happened there? That was weird. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. All right, so yeah, that's where we're up to now, 3782. But the target block for the epoch upgrade is 4200 is when they're going to people have to download the software and get it all up and running as a validator because it's going to be targeting epoch 4200. That is in 1 day and 9 hours. Let me just refresh that and make sure I've got the latest. One day and 8 hours. I knew I was going to have to refresh that. So 1 day and 8 hours is all going to happen the 29th of April at 4:46 in the morning UTC time, plus 12 it says. So there we are. What have we got? Local time? Is it local time? UTC time. That's UTC time. Yeah, local time plus 12. So UTC time is at 4:46 p.m. It says there. So timestamp. There's a timestamp. Okay, that's not useful to us. So UTC time 4:46 p.m. What have I got in the title there? UTC time. Yeah. So 4:46 p.m. in the evening there, and of course local time. That's going to be plus 12 hours because that's how much difference we are from UTC. That makes sense. All right. So that is the targeted epoch, and of course let's just have a little look at this. I'm going to go back in here. So a big shout out to Excellent Choice, posted me some of this data. So that was really nice. And of course, Capella Shanghai support coming to Testnet V4 on Epoch 4228th of April, 4:46 p.m. UTC time. If you're running a node, you should update before then in order to keep keep following the chain. So if you want to keep following the chain, you're going to need to upgrade to that. And of course, the releases are going to be V2.10. V2.1.0. V2.1.0. There we are. So those are releases that are out. So let's have a look at those releases. We've got them for everything. So here are the releases that were given out, I guess, to validators. As you guys know, I'm not running a validator, so I have to get this from third-party sources. V2.1.0, and you can see this is the Go Pulse release. That is it there, and it's going to rebase onto upstream V1.11.6. It's going to add the Shanghai support for Testnet V4. Woohoo! That's what we like to see. So that is one of the two execution clients. So they've got the Shanghai upgrade. The other execution client, of course, is Aragon. So you can see Aragon at the top now. And, of course, you can see this has also got some 20% padding to gas estimations. But the main thing here is the Shanghai support to Testnet V4. Woohoo! So Shanghai on both the two execution clients. And, then, of course, we've got the consensus clients, right? The two of them. And you've got the upgraded code here as well for the consensus client. So this is Prism. You can see Prism at the top there. And, of course, you can see adds Capella support to Testnet V4. So, woo! Yeah, we need this, the Shanghai, the Capella upgrades. The other, of course, consensus is, you guessed it, Lighthouse. Lighthouse at the top left there. And, of course, collect your award in the Discord. But it adds Capella support as well to Testnet V4. Whee! Rock on. We're partying on there. So some good news there. Some good news. So let's go to the GitLab there, and we can see all the updates. So let's go to activity. We can see that they've been pretty busy in the last little while. I'm not sure where that's gone to actually. It's gone the opposite way. Push events. Let's go to push events. That's what we want. So you can see this only happened a couple hours ago. And of course, let's have a look here. So we had all these updates, CLI wallets there 4 hours ago. Go Pulse, Prism, Lighthouse, You can see them all ticking through. Aragon as well, prison updates, lighthouse updates. So you can see all of them all being pushed through there, which is beautiful, right? That's beautiful. So we're just going straight to those, of course, those of them there, or those for the upgrades. And of course, they were pushed through by SJB, one of the Pulsechain devs. So pretty cool indeed. So if you want to see SJB, he's always down the bottom here, right? Always down the bottom. But working hard, 27th of April there. So pretty cool. Brett Paulson as well. Brett in the 27th as well. And that's going to lead us into some of the other issues going on. So that's really bullish, folks. Where's the final leg of the proof of stake before mainnet? This is super bullish news. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And very, very excited indeed. What else we got going there? Uncle Will in the house. No, Wookie. Uncle Will says I'm 6'4" and 280. I could be a Wookie. I quit shaving. That's funny, man. That is very funny. You're trying to compete with Wookie for the jokes there for sure. We've got one up in the house there. We are moving forward. It is a big move forward, I think. Get Hex in the house as well, on fire, 100%. And 2 days until Shanghai upgrade testnet. Yeah, nice, nice. So we're getting there, folks. Well, it's actually less, isn't it? 1 day and 8 hours. So it's ticking away there, folks. And it's pretty cool. All right, so this is the upgrade that we've been looking for. That's pretty neat. And of course, we're looking for what are we saying here? We're looking for, so that's not too far away for this. And of course, validators need to do that. And we saw that when Ethereum did it for their upgrade on the third testnet, that they quite a few of the validators didn't upgrade their software, and that actually caused an issue. So if you're a validator out there, or you know a validator, share the word and get them to upgrade their software. It's very important. So do that, especially after we had such a bonanza of people, increasing the number of validators. Look at this, absolutely took off over the last day and a half there, 2 days, and we've got rocketed all the way up to 5,352 active validators. In fact, it doesn't seem to be any pending ones, at least not showing up on here at the moment. But man, that's a really big jump. Remember, we need 4,096 to start it all off. So you can see we've climbed quite a bit from there. Let me just do the math on that quickly. 5,352 minus 4,096. So we've added 1,256 validators on top of the base amount for the devs team. So that's pretty cool. Now, whether that means that Gamma's put on some more, who knows? But we have had some big deposits and some big number of validators going on there. I think Hodl Dog's got 2, if I remember rightly. We saw someone put up 100, so there's definitely been some big numbers in there. We can go to the initiated deposits, I guess, and we can see a lot of deposits going in here. There was 18 billion the other day, so pretty big, decent amount. All right, so cool stuff going on there. So that's big news. So that's the big news, but we're also going to Bretep, Pulsechain Dev. So we've got our second topic, really. Second topic here. Bretep has got a lot of cool stuff around testing the network. So here is the testnet V4 running, but he's calling this out. So been a bit of excitement around this. I'm going to leave it like that, right? Because we're no drama channel, so we're not going to talk drama, but we're going to talk excitement. I'm Bretep there, Pulsechain Dev. Said, I'm serious about this. So when we're talking about Bretep, we're talking about this dev here. You can see right here. And of course, I'm serious about this. Please, please, please break testnet V4. Expose the weak spots. Stress test the Nest network. Thank you in advance, says Bretep there. Would love to see a DOS or a DDoS attack there in play. Besides, he actually got posted on here as well. He is not anybody's friend. So he's talking about Jack Levin here. Because obviously we've been following the testnet, right? So the testnet, we've been following the transactions, and every day we've had a lot of PulseX, we've had a lot of Zen NFTs and stuff going through, and those have been, the 2 big killer dApps. We've seen other projects, but those have been the big killer ones. Look, you've got Zen here, Zen NFTs in particular, getting minted here, testing the network Zen there, and filling up blocks and transactions. So they've definitely been on board there. And more Zen there, look, more Zen NFTs. So you can sort of see what I mean, which is kind of cool, right? That's good testing for the blockchain, and good use of the blocks. And you can see, look at those 12 transactions in there, 10 transactions in there, 12 in there, 9 in here. Look, this one's still going, 9 in there, 10 in there. And I bet, let's go into this one and see what's in there, because I bet there's some in there for sure. Yeah, Zen NFTs, Zen token ID, Zen in here. What else? We've got lots of PulseX in there. And we've got more. We've got a couple more. No, that's it. So we've got PulseX and Zen inside these transactions mostly. So it's pretty interesting. Let's go to this last one here. Let's go to this 12. It's got 12 in it. So let's have a look down here. Actually, I'll just I could tick in there, I guess. Some failed contract calls. That's great. Not that one. Zen in there. And more. So Zen Torrent in here. So you got quite a few. And so that's been part of the test there. So pretty interesting. Brett responds though. Would love to see a DOS attack or DDoS attack. And he goes pro tip. He says to fill every block, increase. So if you're going to really try to fill up the network as such, to fill a block, increase the price. Otherwise, your transaction will just wait until the price comes down regarding the gas price there, which is probably explains why we had been seeing this higher gas prices. As a cause. So we have had some interesting gas prices. Look at these gas prices. 50 last hour. I think these hours, 50 there, 19, 8.5, 18.4. Look at all these high gas prices. Normally we kind of generally see about 1.5 to 1.6 or something, but we had all these high gas prices all day today. Look at them, virtually every hour. And then yesterday we had some bizarre high numbers. I'm not sure exactly what was causing this 2151, but definitely maybe just people pricing it in. I don't know. It's bizarre. So definitely interesting, exciting stuff happening there. Now Brett 5 hours ago puts this out, says thanks to OX, you're such a good sport, love the burn. And of course this is doing Zen on this particular account, which I thought was hilarious here. So if you go to this, you can see the Zen torrents in here. There's a massive amount of Zen torrents in here. Zen T. So I guess they're all related to that as well. 7 minutes ago, look, see, 7 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago. So they're really just pumping these through the network here on Pulsechain Testnet. So it's actually good. Imagine a highway and you're just flooding it full of cars, basically. That's kind of, and you get into congestion hour. So it's pretty funny. All right. Have we got an RH tweet here? I think we might have. Is that what Simple Believer with the super sticker? Appreciate that too. RH tweet, I'm all in now. Let's go. Let's quickly check, see if he's got something in there. Really great Pulsechain news. Withdrawals are coming to Testnet V3. Woohoo! Shanghai upgrade probably tomorrow. Nice. Well, we know it's in a day and an hour, so we already know when it is. So cool on that one. And a big shout out to Simple Believer for picking up that tweet. Hey, look, we front run Richard on the live stream, so that's pretty cool. Woo! Rock on, we're having fun here. Even if we're deluded, we're having fun. All right, so kind of cool. Very, very cool indeed. Simple Lee says traders keep selling on bullish news. Makes me wonder if they want bearish news. Apparently. I bet Briz and Jack are best friends there. Probably big friends there. Probably go out and ski in the ski mountains. Just got a tweet from RH. Yeah, beautiful. RH just tweeted Shanghai V4 probably tomorrow. Breaking news, awesome stuff. What to do? Boo. Yeah. And woohoo, says Astrid. Yeah, well, we just front run all that news, didn't we? We just front run it all because we've actually got the countdown here, and we've got one day and 8 hours to go, folks. So Epoch 4200. Woohoo! Bring it on. We'll have to have an Epoch party. Epoch 4200 PLE. But pretty cool. And it's nice to see Richard tweeting it out. Really great Pulsechain news. Withdrawals are coming to Testnet V4. Shanghai upgrade probably tomorrow. So this is really bullish news. And the market's funny. Market's got sold down to our liquidity wall, which is pretty interesting. Let's have a look at the price. And we'll go have a look. Bam. Hex V3. We're at 5555 almost. We must be at 5555 on the price there. And what do we get down to? Yeah, we haven't quite touched the support level. We're just above it actually. Even yesterday, we didn't quite get to 5.4. We'll have a pick up Uniswap there. Let me do it again. Bam. So it's kind of cool there. Let's jump over to Hex USDC here, and we're going to jump over to liquidity. So we've got our LP wall there. Yeah, so the LP wall's at 5.4. We haven't touched that, so that's pretty interesting. We've come pretty close. We're pretty close now, but we're still not there. We still haven't touched it on the hourly here. So let's go to the hourly on this chart. Let's get rid of the RSI, get rid of the right-hand side there, and let's get rid of auto log as well. Let's pull that up there. So you can see here is the 5.4 line. We've got pretty close to it here, but we haven't touched it on the hourly there, which is pretty interesting. Let's go to the 4 hourly. 4 hourly there. No, we haven't even touched it quite yet. We got pretty close. We actually haven't touched that liquidity at all. That liquidity's just been sitting there. So this liquidity, they're $42,000 each of these first couple here. So it's 160K. Moving all the way down to where's that 3.2 cents there. So what's that, about 1.2 cents range there, all on that liquidity. So pretty interesting. Yeah, bullish news. Bullish news. Don't get much better than this, man. This is great news. Great to be able to cover it on live stream as well. Very, very excited. Party time indeed. Party time indeed. Let's see how many views has he had on this. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look. Let's have a look on this and see how many views. We always love the views. We're in social media, man. We're in social media. All right, let's jump back here. We've got 5,000 views already, and it's only been out a few minutes. So awesome. Notice that Richard's up to 309,000 followers at the moment on Twitter, so climbing. Now, the cool thing about this is that, from an influencer point of view, whether you're on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, or across all of them, it's great to see Twitter, which is probably the most freedom of speech place at the moment. I think it's still got more work to do, but certainly heading in the right direction, is that they're going to get into more video content, more paid influencer stuff and all that sort of stuff, which is pretty cool, and really give YouTube a run for its money. YouTube's still got too many free speech restrictions in trying to control what you say and what you do, which is completely against right freedom and things like that. So it's great to see that Twitter will offer that alternative. I saw Tucker Carlson just earlier put out his video on Twitter. He chose Twitter out of all the social medias, which was the right place. So it really is. You can see some things are changing there, which makes Twitter really, the place to go in many ways. It's going to be fun to see this evolve on Twitter. All right, what else we got here? Party time from Anita, 100%. And what's that? We've got the goat there from Stizzy Jones. That's pretty amp there. All right, now where was I going here? I was going here, Bretep, yeah. So Bretep is, basically get out there, test the chain. We got obviously Zen doing that with the possibly Jack Levin, possibly there if you associate them all. And of course, very, very cool. Bretep here goes, please read the thread. They haven't broken testnet and they have tried. Not worried, says Bretep. So it's a bit of excitement, as I like to call it. Very cool. Pre-tip on this one. No, they can't break Pulsechain. That's what gas limits and fees are for. However, they will burn a lot of gas. So I thought that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. It's great to see Pre-tip on the front lines there. Pretty neat there. Obviously, he's got to spend most of his time developing, but the confidence is coming, isn't it? With they're getting through all the big ticket. They're getting through all the big ticket items, and confidence is growing. Confidence is high. So pretty cool. Hex at the moment 556. Now I'm wanting to pick up more Hex, so I'm like, this price at this moment's like, okay, thanks very much. I'll take it. I'll take the volume when I do go to buy. Not quite there yet, but it's coming up pretty soon. All right, just hopefully fingers crossed, right? But with this news at the moment, I may not be in luck. We'll see. Ahmed in the house there. Hello. Interesting times. Yes, it is indeed. Our patience is going to be truly rewarded. We're definitely getting the results that we wanted here with these big upgrades. Good morning on the treadmill, 4:10 a.m. No way, 4:10 a.m. in the morning, New Jersey in America. Excited and ready for Pulsechain. Thanks for the nice and early stream. Hey, you're welcome, Gary. And have a great workout too. Very, very pumped. All right, so that's some of the cool stuff there. That's where we are. Now, the other big news that I wanted to pull up besides this, let's actually go in here and have a look to see some of the comments. I didn't do that. Oh, we've got Toby One in the house there. Yes, thank you, sir. Hexagon girl in there. Woohoo! Yeah, knows our anthem here. Hexagraph, extremely exciting. LFG. Is it Mainnet yet? It's getting one step away, really. So kind of cool. We're very close. Mid-May, they say. Mid-May. Maybe the 7th of May. Mid-May. 7th would be a good time, but mid-May, maybe. Amazing work, sir. Thank you for the updates. Nice. Pulsechain. So we've got lots of cool people happening there. What's the advantage of Shanghai upgrade? ETH withdrawals. That's what the whole point is. For validators, they can have ETH withdrawals. What else there? Very cool. God damn, we are close. We are indeed. Great news. We are so close to launching. I can't wait. Indeed. So a lot of people get it. I love the Steve Martin stuff. One of my favorite comedians, Steve Martin. PulseChain is the best, indeed. Very, very cool. What else? Yeah, so some good stuff there. Anyway, what I wanted to go to was Alex McFurter. Let me just type in his name, Alex McFurter. Now, Alex McFurter, as most of you, if not all of you know, is the founder and creator of Icosa Hedron, and he is looking to fork the rocket pool. So this is the other third piece of big news today, because we've been excited. First of all, he just put a call out, but obviously he's alluding to that he would like to fork the rocket pool. This would lead us into delegating, which means you wouldn't need 32 million pulse. You could get into the rocket pool features, which they have two, if I remember rightly. We'll pick up rocket pool. So if you think about Lido, rocket pool, things like entities like this, which allow to people to validate and stake, they are pretty big, right? So let's have a look here. So there is about 18 million Ethereum staked at the moment. 506,000 is through rocket pool, which is pretty cool. Let's bring up the beacon chain actually for Ethereum, and you can see that for yourself. So yeah, 17, just on 18 million ETH is staked on Ethereum at the moment. There are 561,655 validators on there in different forms. There'll be different forms of validating in there, but all of them need 32 ETH, which you can see on the right side there. So rocket pool there does 506,000 of that, so it's a pretty big part of the market share. Let's jump in here. So they've got two options here. They've got stake and run a node, which means you can do only 8 ETH, whereas normally you'd have to stake with 32. So you can stake with only 8 ETH if you want. Anyone can join the rocket pool, decentralized node operator network. There's a high earn commission from staking pool, ETH and RPL. So RPL will be the rocket rewards. So that's the key one we're looking at here, the RPL rewards from providing RPL collateral. So those are some of the options there. Now they've got an indicated APR or annual percentage return. Remember, this is kind of like a flat interest rate as opposed to an APY, which is kind of compounded, or at least an average. You could do an average over 2 years, for example. And then, of course, you've got the ETH rewards here. Then you've got the RPL rewards, and that's variable there. The other option they have here too is just stake ETH. You don't have to run a node, and they have a really low deposit amount. So you can imagine this would suit a lot of retail part of the book, people that, because there's what 42,000 or so people that sacrifice for polls. There'll be people getting polls when PulseChain goes live. And so some people will only have a small amount of pulse, right? So they want to invest that and get a return on it, right? So one of the options is to do rocket pool and delegate it. They don't have 32 million pulse, so they can't set up a validator. Maybe they're in that situation, or maybe they got 10 million pulse or something like that. They may be able to choose options like rocket pool if it's available. And so Alex is looking at forking that. So it's kind of a background to what's going on there. But you can see deposit as little as 0.01 ETH. So that's not 32 ETH, so a really small amount. You can imagine that being similar on in terms of PulseChain instead of ETH, or with Pulse, and receive RETH. So you receive this kind of ownership token, a bit like we see in Maximus, where you get the ownership tokens from going in their staking pools for Hex. Liquid staking token there, RETH accrues staking rewards over time as well. So a bit like how they get rewards as well in the Maximus system there. Decentralized network of node operators earn rewards for RETH holders. Non-custodial node operators do not handle funds. Any penalties occurred by the node as they're taken from the earnings rather than RETH holders, or would be Pulse holders in this case. One that could be an option there. So cool. The indicated APR is around 5% on here. So you sort of get the idea where people would go and try and get a better return for holding the Pulse in this case. So this kind of gives you an idea of there. And so Alex is looking at forking that and bringing it over to PulseChain, which would be pretty bullish. And I've been talking about this for some time, that we could get a lot of delegation protocols coming over, which are actually the highest TVL protocols, right? So if we go to DeFi Llama and have a look at the protocols on Ethereum, we can see that that these are the bigger ones. So if we go to Ethereum, we can see the bigger TVL protocols are Lido. That's liquid staking on Ethereum, and we've got Rock Report number 10 there. So we're bringing this over, right? So that's pretty bullish. This is the liquid staking category, and they've got 1.44 billion TVL total value locked in over there. So it's a pretty big deal. So what I'm saying, we're getting all these top TVLs coming over. And of course, different versions of these could get forked over if they don't come over themselves. Or if they don't come over, we've got teams that are pretty keen to do those sort of things and bring them over. We just saw that we had Fiat, a fork of Aave, launch from the famous team or Fiat team. They just launched Aave, their fork of Fiat. So that's come over. That's got a huge TVL. They've obviously got to build that TVL up, but that's pretty bullish. That's going to be on PulseChain and so on. So it's pretty bullish. We've got number 13 is Liquidity. We've got two protocols that are going to be doing Liquidity. We've got Liquid Lines and Power City, two of our 5 top teams, I would say. So we've got that. So you can sort of see that's how a PulseChain is going to get more valuable. So this is really bullish from Alex. So Alex, so that's bullish from PulseChain point of view, but from Icosa point of view, he's putting out here today. So about forking Rocket Pool, trying to think of any reason not to make the protocol insurance token Icosa OMG. So that just adds another level of value and demand on Icosa. So that's pretty bullish. Maybe bridged in Icosa too. That needs some thought. So he's put out some some challenges to that. Who's got any reason why it's not a good idea? So pretty cool. Wouldn't it be equivalent to our ETH then? You would still have something like our Pulse, but as a validator, you could earn Icosa and our Pulse. Rough example. So pretty interesting move there indeed. So pretty cool. That would be cool, says Gold Key. What else we got in here? So some cool stuff in there. So I thought that was pretty bullish. I'm not sure if that's done anything to the market price of Icosa, but it should do. So let's have a look at Icosa here at the moment. Let me have a look here. I haven't got Icosa. No, I don't not have any Icosa on this list. I thought I did, but let's go have a look. ICSA. Where's Icosa here? Bam. So obviously, no one in the Icosa community's got wind of that yet. So far, it seems nothing's happened to the price there. So here we are. That's pretty interesting. Of course, that would be super bullish here on the APL rewards. So it's pretty cool. Now, let me have a look here. Let me just go. Where was I? CoinGecko was I? No. Okay, I'll just leave that anyway. So that's kind of cool. You can see how much a big player Rocket Pool is on the TVL and on the staking side of Ethereum. Really big player. 500,000 ETH versus 18 million. That's a pretty big player, right? So, maybe Alex is going to become bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, he's going to become a cornerstone TVL provider for PulseChain. That'd be pretty fun. Now, you got to remember, Alex is also building out his big data center, right? We've posted a video of that on one of our shorts that we posted. So that's something else that Alex is doing. So pretty fun there. What else we got going there? So we had the Fiat launch on Ethereum. That's the fork of Aave. So you can see how things are really starting to move ahead for the old PulseChain, even before its launch, which is pretty exciting. Things are happening, I think, at pretty good timings at this stage. All right. So that was the third big exciting topic. Let's jump away from that. No reaction on the markets yet, but hey, sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. Maybe it's going to happen later on. Maybe it happened after the live stream. We will see. All right, let me jump away from there. So pretty cool on all the fronts there. Let's go back to the chain. Bam. And catch into the comments. Any comments up in here? Any comments up in here? That's not a phrase we typically use down under here, but I thought I'd use it because we watch so much American TV. Brennan says mid-May, definitely looking more likely each day with all these updates. Yeah. Does the copy of our PHEX come as soon as mainnet drops, or will it happen sometime after the initial drop? It will happen. Well, you obviously be accessible on the PulseChain mainnet, but it won't. It'll be dependent on the Genesis block that they fork the network away for Ethereum. So it'll be a post Shanghai fork block. So presumably it's still ahead of us. Is my guess at this stage. So yeah, we'll probably be ahead of us, imagine. Ashtree in the house there, Alex the legend. Yeah, pretty awesome, mate. A secret stream, says Briz. Yeah. Secret stream. I haven't mentioned your name, Briz, in one of the comments there about the Jack Levin testing the network. Gary, and is it Gary? Yes, at Fork. Yeah. Well said, Uncle Will. Is Jack's best friend, Briz. No teasing, no drama channel, no drama channel. Brendan says, we just seen your tweet before, talking about Jack Levin's tweet. Yeah. I hope Jack doesn't see that thread. It would be embarrassing. Says Briz, that's funny. If we met in person one day, yeah. I'm sure he's fine, man. He's fine. He's a vampire after all. Remember, he's a vampire. They're the undead, aren't they? The undead? No, the unliving. I don't know. I can't remember the phrase. Alex is a boss. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. What Alex is doing, as I just showed you in context of Ethereum and validating the TVL using ICOSA. That's like synergy across the board. It's just like benefiting all the people that have believed in Hedron and ICOSA as well. So it's a big deal. Very, very nice upside. The market price doesn't show it at all. So obviously he's just putting the feeder out at the moment. But normally stuff like that would move something pretty fast. Biz with Briz. That's right, Biz with Briz. Well, we wanted was it Briz on the beach? Briz on the beach, wasn't that the show, Briz? Briz on the beach. I know that Crypto Coffee, didn't he do? He did a session or two on the beach. They were really good. Just shows you that that idea, Briz, was a really brilliant one, because I know that they were pretty popular on Briz's on Crypto Coffee show. Now, and that's regardless of the fact that he's the biggest YouTuber in our space outside Richard Hart. But the fact is, he did a good job of it, and I know that Briz would do a great job of Hex on the beach. I think it was, yeah, Hex on the beach, wasn't it? PulseChain equals like Noah's Ark. Yes, it does. 2 by 2 under the beach there. Briz on the beach. Yeah, Briz on the beach. That sounds pretty good. Briz on the beach. We're looking forward to the first episode. You are in the land of film and TV, so it's not unreasonable, right? Not unreasonable. Haven't they cleaned up one of those beaches that used to be clamored on the East Coast there? I can't remember the beach. It'll probably come to me later when I'm not trying to think of it. What's up, Muscle Beach? What's Muscle Beach in LA? Something, I think it was. Didn't they tidy that up or something? What's up, Hexagon Tops in the house? And I'm almost speaking over myself here, tongue-tied. In fact, today's been pretty bad. I don't know why, but just the way it goes. What time is it here? It is 8:25 p.m. in the evening. So we've got this emergency. It's almost emergency broadcasting because we've got, as Richard Hart said, I could pull up Richard Hart's tweet again in case people missed it. We've got this tweet from 23 minutes ago. This came out after we went live. We were already talking about this topic, and then Richard posted an official tweet about it, which is cool. A really great PulseChain.com news. Withdrawals are coming to Testnet V4, Shanghai upgrade, awesome stuff, probably tomorrow. And of course, here are the 4 clients that are on PulseChain with all their latest software. Adds Shanghai support to Testnet V4 for GoPulse. Adds Shanghai support to Testnet V4 for Aragon. Those are the 2 execution clients. Adds Capella support to Testnet V4 for Prism, the consensus client. And of course, adds Capella support Testnet V4, for the Lighthouse. So those are all the major updates. And of course, we've seen the fact that BreTap and JSB have been particularly busy. And JSB there was the one pushing all those updates. You can see 4 hours ago, he pushed all those updates. So pretty cool. Very nice. I didn't bring myself a drink today, which is probably a mistake. But those are all the cool updates. And of course, we know that they are landing on block 4200. Epoch 4200, which is in 1 day and 7 hours. Oh, it's actually changed now. What's the time? Oh, 1 day and 8 hours. It's 1 day and 8 hours away. That's my time. That's my time. So it's at 4:46 p.m. on the 28th of April in 1 day and 8 hours. So targeting Epoch 4200, which is easy to remember, right? Which is probably why they did it. We're currently, of course, on Epoch 378 too. So it's a current Epoch that we're on at the moment. It is 3782. So we're at 4200. That's going to be all go. Now, if you're a validator, you have to upgrade your software so that you can participate. As I said to you, one of the criticisms of the last testnet that they had for Ethereum was that a lot of validators never upgrade their software, and it caused an issue there on their testing. But everything went okay at the end of the day. Excuse me. So cool. That was the highlights there. All right, we're going to jump out of there. We're going to jump out of there. We're going to go over here. That's what we are on Pulsechain Testnet V4. Looking good, as we say, looking good. How long is one epoch? So one epoch is 32 slots. Each slot is targeting around about 10 seconds times, assuming that it is 10 seconds. That'd be about 5 minutes and 33 seconds. So every epoch's about 5 minutes 33, which means we get a lot more of those, a lot more there. Toby Wan's in the house there. We even mentioned Toby Wan earlier in the live stream under the Richard Hart updates. To the cadence of Let's Go Brandon. Was it F Jack Plebin there? Yeah. We are a family channel, Toby Wan. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. But I'm sure we can let that slide this one time. Yeah, family channel, says Brennan. Yeah. That's pretty funny. All right. Like we say, Jack is known as a vampire. He wears that cape proudly. So that's the way it goes. We are a no drama channel and a family channel. So that's the way we are. I just watched a doco on Venice Beach about the roller dance crew from the 80s. Nice one there, Wookie. That's very culturally of you. That's very culturally. Yeah. What else have we got going there? Watch out for the needles, Briz. Oh, that's terrible. Oh my god. That's funny, but it's terrible. That's when I think about it. But yeah. What else there? Hitsonium and else there? HDL and stake is the best strategy. HODL and stake. Yeah, right. Nice. It's funny when it's funny. I feel like President Biden there reading the teleprompter. Yeah, HDL, HODL and stake. That's funny. All right, what else we got? So that's great news, big news from Richard. We're getting there, man. We are getting there. This is the last big move. This is exciting mainnet just around the corner. For real this time. No meme. It's getting closer for sure. This is so bullish, and you got to think the time frame is pretty quick, really. I was at 15th September last year. They did the fork for Ethereum to proof of stake. That's not too long ago. Was it 7 months or something? So that's pretty fast, actually, if you think about it. So I'm very excited about this. Let's go in there one more time. You can probably see Toby Wan's update there is at the top. You're winning, Toby Wan. You got the most views at the moment, 1993. Yes, thank you, sir. So well done on that one. KDP's coming in second. I guess it's ranked by views, is it? Not sure. Is it ranked by views? Yeah, I guess it is. Pulsechain is needed more than ever. A few haters remaining. Have zero solid arguments left. That's pretty funny. And Hexagon girls in there. Oh no, they're not quite in order because this one's got 680. It's got 109. So I don't know what the order is. But that's pretty funny. All right. Hold my beer. Yeah, that's right. That's true. Oh, that's some nice artwork. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's neat. I might steal that. I might go onto one of my thumbnails. What's the other ones look like? An island. Yeah, that's pretty nice too. I might keep that one. Might add that later on. I've already got this one here. All right. So yeah, when you're trying to find thumbnails, you try to find all the artwork you can everywhere. That's when you do, especially when you're live streaming every day. You got to get those cool thumbnails. Withdrawals from V4. Woohoo! Yeah. All right, so cool. That's great news. So perfect timing there during the live stream. But we're ticking over, man. We're ticking over. 10.7 second blocks. Looking good as well. So is there anything else we can check here? I don't think so. PulseX, we did a whole ton of PulseX the last 2 days. We've been PulseXed. And I did. Does it turn out was it K4K that was pumping the price? Was that the was the person responsible pumping the price on the old testnet V4? I think it may have been. Let's have a look at farm because I know the farm's yields were just through the roof. Oh, they've come down. They've definitely come down here. Oh, look at that. I mean, since our live stream, how many hours ago was that? What did we do? Maybe 7 hours ago. I've already made $1,800 on incentive token. I'm going to harvest that while it's good. I'm going to harvest that, and I'm going to turn it into stable coins and wait for the dip. I'm going to buy the dip and then get a lot more for my buck. And then this is the way it goes, because this this APR, people are going to flood their capital in there. The price might go down too, and I've got to get that lock in the profits while I can. All right, cool. I've earned that. Nice. Now we're going to go and we're going to trade that. Oh, we're going to go to the right one though. Oh, wait a minute. I took the incentive and then earn more. Have I got more PulseX? I have got more PulseX. All right, let's go do that. Let's go. I'm changing my strategy here live on the channel. We've got Pulse. We're going to go incentive token. We've got that somewhere. Bam. I haven't got much of it, but let's see. And 21. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Enable. I'll try. I've got to enable it again because I have only did max of what I had at the time. So we've got to approve that through. Fortunately, we're on Pulsechain. It's not going to take forever. Hopefully, we won't have failed transactions as well. What else there we got? Sorry, at least I used the F. That's true. That's true. That is true for everyone. Roller Dreams is awesome. And Brazil. I think I might have watched some Roller Dreams myself a little while back there when I was looking at rollerblading. Bruce. What else there? The art is on fire. Yeah, it was pretty nice artwork. All the artwork now AI generated. Yeah, certainly creating some pretty funky stuff there. Normally you'd have to be like a genius artist to do that stuff. Now you got AI doing it. Tin Top says, I wonder if that Hare Krishna guy on rollerblades playing the guitar is still on Venice Beach. Possibly. Some of them live on the beach for 60 years there, though. I put my LP into V4 last night. Going to try our Power City and keep an eye out when Liquid Loans goes into V4. Can't wait to play with that. Yeah, I did post Liquid Loans video, if you guys saw earlier on the channel. I just reposted that. I'm sure that they'll be happy with that, reaching more audience. Who would ever buy incentive token, though? Well, liquidity providers. They're the ones going to bring big funds in, and the speculators on that. So those two parties in particular. And then, yeah, everyone else will probably jump on that too. All right, so kind of cool. Did I provide that? Supply. There we are. All right, we're going to supply that. I'm going to get 120 LP tokens. Those are the ownership tokens. They represent my position in liquidity. And bam. All right, we don't have to add the PLP because we've already added it the first time we did it earlier today when I first entered the pool. So we'll wait for that. That should process. So it's not only Jack Levin that's testing the system. We are doing it here live on Hex Token. we're not roboting it, but we definitely added another transaction to the list. All right, so let's go and put our LP in the pool. Let's go do that. This is so smooth now, honestly, and I love the decimal places on this. Pretty impressive. All right, so cool. What? Click on now. Oh yeah, I've got to enable first. My bad. I wasn't looking. I was too distracted. So I've got to enable it first. In other words, I've got to allow PulseX to take the LP out of my wallet. So I've got to give them approval to do that. It's going to cost me a little bit of Pulse. Won't break the bank though, especially after I made $1,800 in like 7 hours. Yes. That's how we roll on this channel. It's all testnet stuff though, remember? It's all play. What did I say? Some billionaires earn every minute. Some billionaires earn every minute in the world. It's crazy, isn't it? Some of the money up at the billionaire status. All right, so that's cool. We're going to max that out, put that in. $3,700 worth at the moment. The only problem when you do this, of course, is what happens if the price all goes down? You're stuck there, right? You're stuck there. The yield goes down. People flood into the pool as well. That's a double whammy. Yeah, you're crying salt milk, saying I could have put it in stable coins, which is what I was going to do, remember? But I decided to put it into the yield because it's still up at 7,000. I'll try my luck, and it's testing. So cool. All right. Is that done? Yes, staked. Your funds have been staked in the farm. Thank you very much. We're up to 905 LP tokens now. So we should start earning at 7,200% per APR. Yeah, thank you very much. We'll come back to that later on, which I think is pretty cool. I have got other LP, by the way. I've got these ones here, right? I got $67 on that one. I got $180 on that one. I've already got $1.27 on this one already. I love it. That's beautiful. That's what happens when you got an APR that's 7,000%. Now, if you guys have ever been on the old days when we're back, I call it the old days, but if you've all gone to the last bull market on what was it? What's the website? Quick Swap. They had all the incentive polls there and had yield aggregators and amplifiers. It was crazy times. All right, that is that. We'll jump out of PulseX and we'll just go back to the chain. So that was a bit of a highlight there. We didn't expect to go to PulseX today, but we did. LP is juicy, says Crypto Compassion. Hex Go Yo says so many streams, man. Love it. Yeah, we've been absolutely amping it up. Hey, look, we're getting closer. Can you guys feel it? I certainly do. I'm streaming more. So I really feel like we're getting closer, and it's exciting. We played around with Power City the other day. We powered with the Power City protocol. Let's pull that up actually. Power City. We played around with the Power Core. That's up and running. Apps here and testnet. We played with that. Let me know in the chat there if you guys have played with. Have you guys used Portal X? Let me know. Just type in X in the chat there if you've used Portal X. Just type in X in the chat. That'd be interesting to see whether you used that because obviously it's pretty super friendly to use. Over 40 chains, 30 chains. Where are we up to here? What wallet am I on the right? Yes, I'm on the right one. Stakes. Let's go to that. So I was earning here. I did this the other day. Rewards. Let's see if I've earned anything here. I've got rewards. Woohoo! Rat Pulse. I've got 0.08 Rat Pulse. That's pretty cool. What else there? No PulseX. I guess not there. We'll claim. Let's claim. It's going to cost me 0.0002 test pulse to claim. So I'm still well on the money with the fees. There we are, claiming. Bomb. Let's go. So this is just on testnet V4, sorry. So yeah. What's this little thing? Is that little? What is this little treasure chest here? But let's see here. Nice, we did it. Earnings 0.08 now. Woohoo! Balance 0.08. Very good. Rat Pulse. I guess we can take that over to the utilities and unwrap it. So at the moment we've got Rat Pulse. We can use the wrap. I guess we can unwrap Rat Pulse to Pulse. How much is this going to cost me? Should be okay. Oh, wait, something wrong because I didn't use it properly. In a minute. Unwrap Pulse to balance at the balance. All right, so just click the balance there. Approve the Rat Pulse. That's 0.004 cents on the test net there. We're going to approve it first. Fortunately, it's going to cost me a fraction, hopefully. Otherwise, this would be not a good move. If it was on Ethereum, it wouldn't be good. Yeah, so 408 it's going to cost me. That's a nothing. So I'm well on the money, and that's not eating into my profits with these little transactions on PulseChain. Boom! Look at that. That's kind of cool. We didn't do this when I first did it, right? Because I didn't have any rewards. I didn't have anything to unwrap. So we're kind of using these features for the first time live here on Hex Token, at least on this channel. We're ticking through that. We have to start doing some DeFi strategies channels, videos, I should say. I don't really do many of those because, I don't want to be non-financial advice and all that stuff. All right, so cool. Unwrap. Let's do it. It's going to cost us a fraction of a pulse. Not even worth mentioning. We're going to unwrap that. We don't have to, of course. We could take that Rat Pulse and do other stuff with it, but that's not. We don't have much of it, so we'll just move it on. We'll just turn it back into Pulse. Yes. In fact, I don't have any in my wallet for the bridge, did I? That's right. I didn't have any in my wallet. I think the bridge has got that. Yeah, bridge has, yeah. All right, we're just ticking through that. Well, it's taking a little longer, that one. Don't know why. Probably having to think a bit more, is it, with the unwrapping? Is it ticking away? Come on, you can do it. I'll just check my wallet there. Did it work? Oh, it worked. Your balance is successfully updated. Nice. The rat pulse is now pulse there. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Now I feel like I want to wrap. Do the wrapping again. Wrap pulse to pulse. Yeah, let's do some of that. I'm going to do some of that actually. 10. Let's just do 10,000. It's $544. So we don't want to get crazy. We don't get crazy there. We're gonna wrap that. Let's wrap that. Bam. All right, cool, man. This is fun. This is fun. We haven't done this before on this channel, so we're having a good time. We're having a good time. All right, what else? Watched it yesterday. Great movie. I might have to watch it myself now that you guys are talking about it. What's your thoughts on LP providers pulling Hex LP just for the mainnet if RH gives notice? Yeah, well, that's probably going to happen there. We will see. I don't know if how much notice it's going to give. I like to see the DeFi strategies if they happen, especially for PulseChain, PulseX, and liquid loans. Indeed, you're not from the USA, so you can give financial advice. That's funny, Brennan. Wrap it like it's Christmas. Yeah, I am Tintok. All right, so we're just ticking that away, and boom. So we got 10,000 rat pulse. I just went the other way. But let's go to the PulseChain. Let's go to the apps. Let's go to the Pulse Ramp bridge, the official bridge of PulseChain. I didn't have any Pulse before. We're on the PulseChain. Now we want to switch around. Let's kick the wallet. And let's have a look. Did it work? I haven't actually tried. Oh, there, rat pulse. Okay. Bam. Can we do that? Max. Let's just do 10. 2, 3. Bam. Receive. Okay, let's do it. Let's try it. I didn't actually do this one. We're going to authorize that. We're going to send it over to Ethereum. Approve. We're going to approve it first. So we're going to approve them taking the bridge, taking it out of our wallet. And then they're going to give us back the what else there? Oh, switch networks. Really? Switch networks. Okay. Capella network. Bam. All right. What happened there? Something happened there. That didn't work out the way. I have to go back. Something didn't quite go as I thought it would. Let me max that. That's rat pulse. And we're going to click send again. Authorize bridge. I already did that. Let's have a look at confirm. Switch networks, claim tokens. That should have. Oh, maybe I didn't go to the claim page. We'll see. I never actually clicked the send button though. Pretty sure about that. Let me have a look at my history. Approve. Yeah, I didn't. So that's true. So I'm doing it right now. Thought I had missed a step. It's getting late, you know. That's the way it goes. All right, is that test? It's going through. Yes, it's gone through. So block confirmations. We're waiting for block confirmations, then execute, which I think it's about 3 transactions confirmation. I think that's where it is. Who else is here? Blockfish King, good to see you. Hi all. Woohoo! Good to see you. Genuine is in the house as well. Also, it's a technical show and tell on DeFi, not financial advice if you don't recommend how much to invest, etc. Yeah, that's true. Damn, losing 10 pulse says TSC. Wow, how'd you lose 10 pulse? No, I haven't even. No, I've got live chat on, but I'm actually using my studio, the studio chat there on the StreamYard. So I do look over it because I've got the other computer over here, and I look at that with the real YouTube chat. But that's on live chat. Well, that took a while, didn't that? That took a lot longer than I thought that would take. Took a little while there. Switch network, it says close. Switch to Capella Testnet. Okay, that makes sense. We're going to do that now. Yeah, didn't that do the step too early? It was a bit click to complain, click to claim. So we're doing that. I'm sure that asked me to switch networks too early on one step there. Sure of it. I have to try it tomorrow because I'm not sure what happened there. Anyway, so we are sending rat pulse from a PulseChain over to PulseChain. So over to Ethereum. Sorry, no, we're sending it from over to Ethereum. We're sending it from PulseChain to Ethereum. Rat pulse. Just ticking away there. Now, who said this was a good idea? Who said this was a good idea to start playing around with these DeFi protocols? It wasn't me. I put my hand up. It was someone else in the chat. I just don't know who else is here. Toby, Superman, are you an Aussie or a Kiwi? A Kiwi, Toby one. A Kiwi. If it was an Aussie, I'd be talking more like, oh, how you doing? How you doing, mate? How you doing? No, I'm just kidding. We're like cousins. We're like cousins, Aussies and Kiwis. A bit like Canadians and Americans, I guess. It's a bit like that. All right, close. All right. Cool. There we are, folks. We got it. 9,990 rat pulse successfully bridged over and looking good. Looking good. Let's have a look here. What else we got in assets? We've got a little bit of ETH on Capella. We've got nothing else, have we? Oh, we've got rat pulse that we've just brought over. We've got some Hex, actually. We bridged that over on another live stream. All the stuff's from live streams, so that's hilarious. You know what I'd like if they had a button here that she got rid of stuff that had nothing in it, because otherwise I'm either have to search for it or scroll down. So that's kind of weird. That'd be a cool upgrade. We can go to transactions and have a look at our history. These are all the transactions we've done on live feed on YouTube. Not that many really, I guess. We've only done 6. And the old proof of stake ones, we used to have each of these. But that's the ones we've done. So we've done some DAI, and some Pulse. Oh, this is just on the ETH side, I think, with some DAI, some PulseX, rat Pulse now for the first time. So that's kind of cool. But if we switch over to the PulseChain V4, we've got some more, which I guess that's going to refresh. Oh, no, they're the same ones. They're the same ones. All right, cool. All right, so that's good. All right, so we're going to finish that one. That was kind of cool. We played around some DeFi, man. We've done lots today, man, in this live stream. It's been a great time. It's been a good time. We're up to 1 hour and 2 minutes, which is pretty good as well. Toby one says, cool. I'm planning a trip to New Zealand later this year or early next. We should grab a pint. Sounds like a good idea. I haven't actually met up with anybody in New Zealand yet. I've been asked to organise some events, but yeah, not quite there yet on that one. But definitely New Zealand's a great place, Toby one. And our government may be crazy, but the country is beautiful, and that's all that matters, is it? Not really, but it is certainly gorgeous, that's for sure. You will have a great time, I'm sure. Ivan's in house, the Kiwi accent with a blocked nose equals Australian accent. That's funny. Hopefully the Australians are not here, because they'll get upset about that. What else there? What else we got going on here? I think that's it. All right, so huge news today. That is the news. Of course, Richard Hart said it the best. Really great news. Withdrawals are coming to Testnet V4. Shanghai upgrade probably tomorrow. And, of course, we know that's just over a day away. We've seen the block Epoch 4,200, and that is coming ahead of us. So very bullish news as well. 29,000 views so far on that. Onwards and upwards. This is the last step, folks. Really is. Probably, apart from little minor things, there's nothing stopping us from Mainnet after this. Probably have a little bit of time in between is my guess. But hey, look, if shock and awe, a launch of Mainnet would probably be the 7th, 6th or 7th maybe. But mid-May possibly. But I've still got my June date. We'll see. I'm happy to be wrong. But more testing is always good. More testing is always good. We've got more dApps, more protocols to go on the testnet as well. Liquid Loans trying to get themselves on there. New Zealand is full of superheroes. That's funny, man. Wookie, that's because you're a New Zealander too. You flaming doogie howser. You flaming doogie howser there. It's a self-compliment. That's nice. I like how you angled that in, Wookie. Wookie lives here, yeah, indeed. All right, Wookie is a more sidekick character. Oh, you're gonna start a real problem there, Brennan. That's you're lucky. Wookie's lucky he's got the quick comebacks though. Wookie's got the quick comeback, so he'll be back with that one. Drippy in house there. Woohoo! Yeah, good stuff, man. Exciting times, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed the special live stream. Hey, look, it's getting closer. Get excited. And of course, the Hex price at the moment is a bit of a godsend. And I'm hoping to pick up some more too if it stays this way. When I've got some funds coming in soon. So onwards and upwards for that. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and catch you in Discord. Our Discord is free. It's got all the information that you could ever want on there. Updated some of the validated information from David Feder There's new script in there as well. I've got to add an RH Max. Haven't added this stuff in, but I will do that. But Gamma stuff's there in there around validating too. So definitely catch up on those guys. They're really specializing in that, which is kind of neat. So yeah. All right. Should we wrap out here? Let's do it. Let's play some music, because music's always good for the soul. They say music is always good for the soul. Before we do that though, let's play out some pumpy mentals. We're going to play the fresh and fit video. So I'll play a few little short videos on the way up. Thank you, everybody. Catch you guys tomorrow. Onwards and upwards. Yeah, yoo-hoo, yoppity-doo-doo.
Can I ask you one, or can I say one thing just before that next super chat? Talking about the Pulsechain stuff as well. Just one thing I wanted to add to that is a lot of people in crypto kind of get triggered by this a little bit, right? Which is, I think, and we think, right, that Pulsechain is pretty much one of the best opportunities out there right now for anybody who's absolutely brand new to crypto. Right. Now, I guess there's two ways to look at that, right? Why do people get triggered in crypto about that, right? And then why is that opportunity actually there, right? So in crypto, right, I mean, Hex Jesus here, we had Richard Hart on the show a while back with you guys, and he just kind of, you know, like Trump, right? He's the divisive figure, and people go one way or the other, right? In crypto. So there's a lot of people in crypto that anything related towards Hex, they're just like, I'm not going to touch it, blah, 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 right? Because they don't understand it. They haven't taken the time to look into it. They basically take the media, the crypto media, that distorts that project from the very beginning. There's a lot of gatekeeping that's been going on there. And a lot of people have made a ton of money on that project, right? And so that opportunity is something like, okay, we want to make money, right? We're here to make money. So if that has done a 10,000x in the past, you probably want to be part of that ecosystem, right? Now you got guys like Ivan on Tech, BitBoy, and a few other large crypto channels, which are like, okay, we don't care what the crowd thinks. We see the money opportunity here with Hex and Pulsechain, and we're going to take it. So that's the side where you can kind of, I would say, once you've done enough research, watch both of our channels when we talk about Hex and stuff, you'll understand why we like it, right? And then on the other side of the coin, in terms of why Pulsechain is one of the best opportunities for new people, it's a fair launch, right? It's coming out where everybody is on an equal playing field, from people who have a lot of money, the whales in the market. I think the largest whale in the Pulse ecosystem, what did he sacrifice for Pulse? Like $30 million?
Plus, yeah, it was a lot. I mean, there was like $2 billion, like in terms of money into the project, there was over $2 billion sacrifice into both projects.
And he had to sacrifice or get into the project the same way as everybody else, which is a fair launch. A lot of projects in crypto, they do these things called seed and pre-seed, or ICOs, right? Where they're basically like, okay, all of our friends and family, right? We'll get you guys in right away. And then the other people will get in on the seed. We'll be pre-seed. Somebody else will be seed, right? And then we'll have public round, and then we'll do launch, right? So there's all these layers of people who have advantages, right? Whereas with Pulsechain, everybody's on the same level playing field. So that's great. And then, I mean, Richard Hart is pretty much one of the best tokenomics creators in the crypto space. And so when he says he's built a coin to do a 10,000x, I didn't believe it at first. I thought this was crazy, but then we saw it in the last bull market. It actually happened, right? So we have very strong conviction that he'll be able to do the same thing with Pulsechain. And so we're going in this course, right? There's a very good chance that Pulsechain could launch during the course itself. And so we're going to basically be helping people who are brand new to that, who might not be able to understand it right away, to get in very smoothly in a DeFi native manner where you hold your own coins. But then we also make sure that that's a portion of your portfolio, right? But you have the other stuff like Ethereum and Bitcoin and your other stuff that's safe. So we want to make sure that to balance it, because of course it is a risk getting into anything that's brand new. But at the same time, with no risk, there's no reward. So you just have to, you know, understand that for yourself. And we try to teach people about that opportunity in a non-emotional way, because too many people out here in the crypto space, I think, are just, you know, I don't like that guy, so I'm not going to get into the project. You know, everybody liked Alex Mashinsky, right? What did he do? He fucking stole everybody's money, and he basically did it in a way that he got away with it. You know, it's really fucked up. So, you know, Richard Hart has been out here actually helping people to avoid those things, avoid custody by other people. Self-custody is the main way to do it in crypto, and we teach that DeFi native strategy.
So pretty much what's going on is like we're trying to show people the number one opportunities to make money, but at the same time, you don't want to be married to a coin. It's like just like spinning plates. You want to have you want to have a couple of coins and stuff like, but you don't want to have all your cash in just one thing, right? But if you get into these opportunities, you make some money. That's it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Cool.
So it's just so you guys know, if you want to cut the light the candles. I'll light these candles at $1 on Hex. That's the next time I'm lighting them. Yeah.
Here in my $3,000 Valentino Rockstud purse, my $3,000 Prada jacket, $2,000 Prada shirt, $2,000 or $3,000 Prada pants, Prada glasses, Prada hat, Prada bracelet, and it's all Prada, 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 Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off. Prada, 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 Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off.
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.